Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Allegheny. Today is Thursday, November 12th, and it is an A-Day. I am Moss Summerfield, and here are today's announcements. A reminder that today is the last day of the first marking period. We are a quarter of the way through. There have been many changes within the state and community in regards to the pandemic, so let's get an update from Bailey.
Hi, I'm Bailey Hayslip, and I'm back with another COVID update. So on November 10th, Jacob Shade came out with a new statement of Allegheny County rules that we need to follow, since unfortunately there are a peak in COVID numbers in our county that is escalating at a pace of 3 times the rate of the rest of the state, that they needed to make adjustments. Also, Governor Hogan announced on his speech on Tuesday that there are 1,333 new cases in Maryland, and then that takes us over the 5% positivity rate, and he said that we are now in the danger zone. So with that, starting on November 11th at 5 p.m., indoor restaurants and bars can now only seat 50% capacity with a 6 feet distance on seating, and that's statewide. Also, you can only travel out of the state for essential purposes, and if you want to go into a nursing home, you have to have a COVID test done beforehand. In our county, outdoor amusements such as mini golf and go-karting is back to 50% capacity as well. Indoor fitness, gyms, martial arts, dance, and anything studio related is also at 50% capacity, and casinos, arcades, and malls are at 50% as well. And of course, with these new capacity restrictions, you need to follow the guidelines, which, are wearing your mask and social distancing. And then lastly, our Board of Ed voted on November 10th that all students will remain on virtual learning until our county's health metrics are below the recommended levels of 5% positivity rate, also with the pending availability of adequate staff. So that's all I have for right now. There probably will be new things coming soon, and so I'll see you then.
Thanks, Bailey. Now let's check in with David in sports.
Good morning, Allegheny, and welcome back to Allegheny Sports News. I'm your host, as always, David Miller, and I have some actual Allegheny sports news. They've announced a new schedule for the sports seasons, so jumping right into things for the winter sports, which will be basketball, indoor track, and wrestling. The first available practice date will be December 7th of 2020, and the first available competition date will be January 4th of 2021, and the last available play date will be February 13th of 2021. So that leaves 6 weeks to be able to play, and then culminating event and tournaments will be within the seasonal limitations. Moving on to fall sports, which are cross-country, football, soccer, and volleyball. The first available practice date will be February 13th of 2021. The first available competition date will be March 5th of 2021, and the last available play date will be April 17th of 2021. That also leaves 6 weeks available for competition, plus Fridays and Saturdays, and culminating events and tournaments will be within the seasonal limitations just mentioned. Finally, spring sports, which will be baseball, softball, tennis, track, and field. The first available practice date will be April 17th of 2021. The first available competition date will be May 7th of 2021, and the last play date will be June 19th of 2021. This once again leaves 6 weeks of competition, and culminating events and tournaments will also be within the seasonal limitations. And real quick, just moving on to some NFL news, I said on Monday that if the Jets somehow beat the Patriots, I would apologize for saying the Jets were terrible all season. And I mean, so close. So close. They had a lead for most of the game, and then in Jets fashion, they just lost it. But that's all I got. Hopefully we can get some sports back sooner rather than later. But that's it. Back to whoever's hosting.
David Miller presents Great Facial Hair in Heaven.
Alex Trebek and Sean Connery.
Thanks, David. Now it is time for our forecast with Eric.
Hey everyone, My name is Eric Kirshner, and I'm here in front of Allegheny High School, and here is your 5-day weather forecast. Mostly cloudy skies are expected during the day today and tonight. Patchy fog is possible this morning and through the rest of the day today and tonight. There is a chance of rain showers during the day today, and it's possible that we see some residual showers and some drizzle into tonight. Going to tomorrow, patchy fog is possible during the morning tomorrow, and it's possible that we have some drizzle during the morning tomorrow. And then besides that, clouds are expected to clear up, becoming mostly sunny tomorrow, and mostly clear skies are expected tomorrow night. Going to Saturday, mostly sunny skies are still expected during the day and partly cloudy skies Saturday night. Going to Sunday, partly sunny skies are expected during the day Sunday with a chance of rain showers. Going to Sunday night, partly cloudy skies are expected with a chance of rain showers. And then going to Monday, mostly sunny skies are expected during the day and mostly clear skies Monday night. So that's all I got, everyone. Stay tuned.
Thanks, Eric. Now here's Emily to introduce our mental health segment.
Hi everyone, it's Emily again, and I'm here to introduce our next segment, our very own mental health segment here on AML. Today's segment is brought to you by Mr. Murphy and Mrs. Llewellyn, and will feature a special guest on today's show. The segment will cover many resources and options you guys have to help out with your mental health during the pandemic. Now, on over to Mrs. Llewellyn.
Good morning, students and staff. This is Mrs. Llewellyn, one of the school counselors, and I'm here with Ms. McKenzie for the first installment of Thursday Thoughts from the Counseling Office. Ms. McKenzie joined our counseling department just before we had to close this past spring, so I wanted to take a moment to introduce you to her. Ms. McKenzie, would you like to tell our students a little bit about yourself and to share with our students the role that you play and the supports that you can offer?
Absolutely. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I am a counselor with a specialty in mental health and therapeutic and supportive services. I work at 6 schools in Allegheny County, and I have been reaching out to many students over the past year. I just wanted to let you know that many people are finding challenges with our new norm, and sometimes you may feel alone, thinking you're the only one who's struggling, but please know you're not alone. I am working alongside your guidance counselors to reach out to provide support whenever that support is beneficial. I am also here to provide support to your families as well in an effort to help you. Please don't hesitate to let us know if you need further support. I will be providing some weekly wellness tips in the Schoology course that the guidance counselors have already created for each grade.
Thank you. Mr. Murphy and I are both very happy to have you working here at Allegheny. I want to make sure all of our students know about some of the resources that we're offering this year. We have set up a Schoology course for each class, and the English teachers have provided students with the access codes, and we appreciate all who have already joined and completed the school year survey. If you have not yet joined the appropriate course for your class, the access codes are listed on the screen. In these courses, you will find materials such as a tutor request form, transcript request forms, senior interview sheets, and scholarship applications for our seniors. We'll also be using the courses to announce opportunities for our students throughout the year, so please plan to check in the class course on a regular basis. As Ms. McKenzie mentioned, you will also find weekly wellness tips in a folder within each course. As counselors, we are all concerned about how our students are doing during this unprecedented time. We would like to hear from you. Next week, all students will be receiving a link to complete a strengths and difficulties questionnaire. By completing this survey, you will be able to provide us with information that will assist us in offering the best possible counseling program, both now during closure and moving forward as our school begins to reopen. Please be on the lookout for the survey next week. As we say goodbye for today, I leave you with the following quote from Dr. Ben Carson. He says, "Success is not determined by whether or not you face obstacles, but by your reaction to them. And if you look at these obstacles as a containing fence, they become your excuse for failure. If you look at them as a hurdle, each one strengthens you for the next." Ms. McKenzie will close with some wellness tips.
Okay, so the quote that Mrs. Llewellyn just shared with you is a great example of continuing to move forward despite present circumstances. I just wanted to share a couple of tips to help you feel a little bit better, physically and emotionally, in our current situation. Research shows that our eating and sleeping patterns have a direct impact on our physical and mental health. One of the patterns that I'm seeing with many students is staying up all night and sleeping much of the day, and trying to fit school or classwork in between somewhere. Many students are not eating healthy foods and they are not sleeping normal or typical hours that they would when in school. So without appropriate sleep and nutrition, you may feel that you're having more difficulty with focus and concentration. You may find that you cannot stay awake for hours of computer learning, and you may feel that you cannot retain the information that you're working so hard to try to learn. Additionally, without appropriate nutrition, we are losing some of the most important vitamins that may directly impact your mood and overall feeling of wellness. You may find that you're becoming frustrated more easily. You may find it more difficult to feel motivated to start and or complete your classwork. And you might find yourself feeling like you are not socializing with friends and are feeling more alone. A few things to change. Do not sit in a dark room for multiple hours, and I know those of you that I'm working with, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and probably 3/4 of the others. One of the biggest sources of vitamin D is sunlight. Vitamin D is a vital piece to your physical and mental well-being. If you're in a dark room or dark place for hours, you are depriving your body and mind and increasing your chances for depressed mood. If possible, find a place other than your bedroom to complete your virtual learning each day. The important piece here is separating a place that you are feeling the need to work and possible related stress from a place that you may normally find to be relaxing and your place to get away. If you are in your room every day for learning, it is difficult to turn your brain off from stress and worry that some of you might be experiencing with the current learning circumstances. Have a place to work and have a place to relax. The takeaway from this: eat healthy, sleep well, separate workspace from space for relaxation, and keep those curtains and blinds open.
Thank you for sharing these tips with our students. We'll see you all next week for our next installment from the counseling department. Take care.
Bye.
That's all for today. Next week we will have a 2-part episode of Sliced for you. Stay safe and Alco strong. See you next time on AML.